Report and recommendation, updated strategic plan.
Go ahead, Mike, I'm sorry.
The board met in a workshop on February 20th and committee of the whole sessions on March 5th and March 26th to discuss the updating of USD 259 strategic plan. This effort resulted in modifications to the district's mission statement, beliefs, and objectives. At the request of Board President Mike Rohde, the strategic plan document in Appendix 1 is presented for the board's review. It is recommended that the board adopt the revised strategic plan document and direct the administration to begin work on strategies to implement the plan revisions as adopted.
This is something I think we're all excited about, and we've been working on since the beginning of the year with the new board, and Dr. Thompson brought this to us to get us to help put together the strategic plan, and it's something I think we're all excited about and appreciative of, and something we've needed for a long time, because unlike Representative Crum, I don't know that we've had one for 20 years, so Dr. Thompson.
President Rohde, Vice President Logan, and other members of the board, I am delighted to be here this evening to begin our work on our strategic plan. I'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the people in the library. Hey, people in the library. I want to make sure that you know that we know that you are there. There are principals there and cheer-ons of this plan, and so I just want to make sure that I know that you're in there and I acknowledge you, so thank you for being here. Again, I am thrilled to stand before you today to present your work. Our new 5-year strategic plan, every student future ready, empowered to dream, believe, and achieve. I want to take a few moments to present the summary of your work so that the community understands the full scope of the work that you have done. You will have the opportunity to change the trajectory of Wichita students, and we're excited to share. Our journey began just about 1 year ago today. I was appointed superintendent in the spring, and the Board of Education challenged me to immediately begin my work to listen and engage with this great community. I mentioned before that we had about 20 listening sessions, and I think it was about 22 to be exact, where we started out our first session with our super SAC dialogue last spring. And it was only fitting that I wrapped up this year of planning and doing exactly what we did before, and that's listening to them again. So we had an opportunity to visit with them last week just to finalize some things before we came to you tonight. Last week, I don't think that's a picture of it there, but last week that's what we did, was spent time with students listening. So as you know, the Board of Education is responsible for setting the direction of our district. Now here is the responsibility is more evident in the creation of our evaluation of our strategic plan. This plan I'm sharing with you today sets the direction for the next 5 years in our school district. That's an awesome obligation and service to our community. So Board of Education members, thank you for believing in the Wichita Public students and investing your time in getting this important work prepared. There are 5 elements that I will present to you this evening and that you will have the opportunity to approve tonight. It is our shared beliefs, the vision, the mission, our long-term goals, and strategic themes. The first step is the shared beliefs that became the filter through which every decision will be made. So if you can take the opportunity, you will see a document here that's before you. And inside of this document, you will see your shared beliefs. And those shared beliefs, we have those themes that are right there on the screen, so everyone else has the opportunity to see those. Those are actually our big themes that we have available for you to consider tonight in your vote. And as you know, you worked very hard, and there are bullet points underneath those so that our community has the opportunity to be able to understand exactly what you mean when you hear the word student success or safety and belonging, family and community collaboration, visionary leadership, civic engagement, equity, and diversity. The second element that you will hear tonight is our vision. This statement represents what we aspire to be and to do. So I'm going to ask some participation from the audience tonight. If you could please read with me the new proposed vision for the Wichita Public Schools. Wichita Public Schools will be the district of choice in our region where all students and staff are empowered to dream, believe, and achieve. And I hear some student voices out there, and that makes me glad. Next, the board, based on your stakeholder feedback, created a mission statement that you will see here on the screen. Our mission statement defines who we are today and what we do to serve the Wichita students. So I'm going to ask you to join me, but what I'm going to ask you to do this time is I'm going to read, and when we get to the red words, I want you to read with me. So, the mission. Wichita Public Schools prepares all students to achieve college, career, and life readiness through an innovative and rigorous educational experience. Thank you for helping me with that. As you know, the fourth element of our strategic plan is our long-term goals. And a good strategic plan has just a handful of goals that are wildly important to us that we accomplish as an organization. And after extensive discussion, you determined our focus will be on 4 long-term goals, and I will read them. Number 1, to increase the high school graduation rate. Number 2, increase 3rd grade reading proficiency. Number 3, increase the percentage of students completing dual credit, concurrent credit, industry certification, and other college and career readiness opportunities. And number 4, ensure that schools are trusted as safe places by students, parents, staff, and community. There are several things to note here. As you directed, we will be working during year 1 to identify our baseline data and measurable outcomes for these long-term goals. Also during year 1, staff will develop annual objectives that will most definitely include measurable elements that are essential to move us along the pathway of success. The work of the system is interconnected and must be in order to achieve the goals. As we move to the future, with every decision that I bring you for consideration, every investment that we consider, you can be assured that these are in alignment with the long-term goals and will work positively to increase student achievement. The 5th and final element that you will vote on in this plan's strategic themes. It is no coincidence that these 7 strategic themes mirror the key messages that we heard from thousands of stakeholders during the listening sessions. As you recall, that you considered the framework around which our annual objectives and action plans will be constructed. After the plan is approved, these themes will be the foundation for the essential work that the district staff will do to change the trajectory for our kids and build year 1 of our Every Student Future Ready strategic plan. So I'm excited to begin this journey with you. Following the board approval tonight, we will begin to launch Every Student Future Ready in our community. In a moment, I will complete my presentation, and you all will have the opportunity to discuss this plan prior to what I hope is approval and a celebration. Our focus this fall will be twofold. Number 1, we will develop the first-year objectives and action plans during April and May. I will be eager as our leadership team and we will begin to create theme teams, is what we're going to call them, theme teams. And those teams are responsible for developing this work focused on the 7 strategic themes that you guys have identified. And number 2, internal awareness. We heard often that we need to do more to tell our story. We will begin to do that as we focus internally, as we share the stories that illustrate our work, the work that you all have completed, to empower our students to dream, believe, and to achieve. We will create a communication strategy that internal and external stakeholders can choose to be part of in order to stay apprised of the important work that we're doing. And if you take a look on the screen there, you can sign up for any of those updates if you're watching tonight at www.usd259.org/future-ready. And finally, we will begin to develop a lot of resources that will be on our website so that you all can have the opportunity to be a part of what we're doing. So I'm going to open it up now for any discussion that any of you may have from the board table.
We'll start with Cheryl Logan.
Thank you. I would like to thank you, Dr. Thompson, and Dr. Irving, and your teams, because you helped us by, first of all, having all of those listening sessions, which brought wonderful information to us as we were building this. And then you helped guide us through the process of putting this together and come up with the pieces that we needed, the vision, the mission, the beliefs, and the themes. And having been around for a long time, we've had these pieces, but we've not had the strategic plan that fits below it, that actually gives it the legs and the timelines and the accountability features. And I know that's your future work, which you will be bringing back to us, but you can't do the future work if you don't have this to start with. So one of the things that I'm very happy with is that you also considered what was happening at the state level and linked our strategic plan to their themes that they have at the state level, so that we're not running on a course that's way different than what our state wants us to do. So I want to thank you very much. I'm very proud of this work, and I would be happy to make a motion if that's what you need. Do you need a motion?
I do need a motion.
I would like to move that we approve, but I'm sure others may want to say something too.
I'll second the motion.
I have a motion by Cheryl and a second by Julie. Do we have anything else before we vote? All right. Should turn it on. There you go. Passes 7-0.
Yes.
This is an exciting night for us.
Before we have any discussion, what I would like to do is I'd like to turn, if you don't mind, and ask all of the students that are here tonight, if you all will please stand.
Yes.
Students, I want you to know, and I'm trying to turn and look at you, but just know my face is smiling, because what these folks have done for you is amazing. The time and the energy that they put into this is all because of you. Everything that we do, every decision that we make, day in and day all day and all night, is all because we care so much about you and your future. So everyone, please, let's give our children a round of applause. Thank you, board members, and I guess you guys have things to say, so I'll let you guys continue on.
All right, we'll start with Ernestine.
I just wanted to say to the students and to the parents and to all of the public out there that have given us feedback over time so that we knew what the ideas were that you were coming up with. It made it so much easier to be able to put things together when we had such great ideas. And I'm particularly impressed with the students taking it seriously, that especially those of you in high school. You're not going to be here for 5 years, and yet conversations with you over time and with your colleagues has made it so that we know where we're going, not just for you this year, but into the future. And we just are really proud of you, and we thank you.
Ben.
Yes, I just wanted to make sure that the community as a whole knows how much rigor and effort we all put in, both the administrative staff and the board members. We were assigned homework, and that's pretty cool. And we put a lot of effort into it. And so even though it's boiled down to just a few sheets of paper right now in front of us. There's a lot of work behind it and in front of us, and so appreciate it.
Well, I'd like to add, countless people have put a lot of time and effort into doing this, and to go and try and list the names would sound like an Oscar speech, so I'm going to save you from that. But the people that we're talking about are parents and kids and administration, staff. There was a lot of, Dr. Thompson went a lot of places and did a lot of listening, and we went with her, and it was a good learning experience. It started with teachers and went to communities and things like that, and we learned a lot. And that was important to us to put this program together. And this is something that's going to outlive all of us, so this is going to be a good thing. So I'm really happy and excited and everything else that I can say right now, that this is the future and this is where we need to go. And I think we're one of the few districts that are doing this way, which is also impressive because we have good leadership, and that points right back to them. So thank you, everybody that was involved, and I'll pass it off to Julie.
Well, it's exciting as a new board member, and I'm sure my other new board members would agree with this, that the first thing that we got to do in our time of office was take the feedback that we'd received from all the listening sessions and put it into this strategic plan. So it's a great way to be starting. We had great dialogue amongst us, and a lot of discussion and working and thinking and homework, and it's just really exciting to be able to be starting off this way for the next 5 years with this great strategic plan.
Dr. Thompson, the ball's back in your court.
All right. So now we'd like to share, in anticipation that we thought maybe you might approve this, we did prepare a short video that we'd like to show you that will begin our launch for our strategic plan.
This is Dr. Thompson. She's superintendent of the Wichita Public Schools. And this is me. I'm a student in the Wichita Public Schools. When she started her job as superintendent, Dr. Thompson worked with these people, and these people, and these people, and these people, so she could help these people, our Board of Education, build a strategic plan for our district. So what does that have to do with me? Well, our strategic plan is made up of all the pieces and parts that help me, as well as every other student in our district, be future ready. District leadership and our Board of Education worked hard to develop a plan to guide the work of our district from now through 2023. They started with our shared beliefs, developed from conversations with thousands of district and community stakeholders. And these beliefs are the inspiration for both our mission statement, the statement that says who we are and what we do, and our vision statement, the statement that looks toward the future and points us to where we're going. Our mission says that the Wichita Public Schools prepares all students to achieve college, career, and life readiness through an innovative and rigorous educational experience. And our vision says that the Wichita Public Schools will be the district of choice in our region, where all students and staff are empowered to dream, believe, and achieve. It's going to take a lot of work from all of us to help reach that vision, but we have 4 long-term goals to help guide the way. We want to increase the high school graduation rate, increase 3rd grade reading proficiency, increase the percentage of students completing dual credit, concurrent credit, industry certification, or other college and career readiness opportunities, and ensure that the schools are trusted as safe places by students, parents, staff, and community. The Wichita Public Schools plan to reach these goals and ensure that all students are future ready is shaped around 7 strategic themes. And these themes guide the work that is done and the decisions that are made. Annual objectives and action items established within each theme challenge the district community to stretch further and think differently about the work that must be done to inspire students like me. We'll share more about each of these themes and how they shape the work of Wichita Public Schools in later videos. Remember, it takes every one of us to ensure the success of our district, from the Board of Education, to me, and even to you. Learn more about our strategic plan and how you can be part of the process by going to usd259.org/future-ready. In the Wichita Public Schools, we're creating a community in which all students and staff are empowered to dream, believe, and achieve. A community where every student is future ready.
Now the fun is about to begin. We have cookies for everyone, and the cookies say, what do you think the cookies have on them, guys? Dream, believe, and achieve. Absolutely. So as we close, we're going to pass out our strategic plan and a snack.
Chocolate. Thank you, sir.
Be sure you